do you like your new playhouse, Junior?
Not so hot, Dad.
Why do you say that?
Well, take a look at it.
Oh, my gosh, it's burned to the ground. How did it happen?
Well, I was playing house, and I lit a fire in the fireplace.
There wasn't any fireplace in that playhouse, son.
I know.
Well, it serves you right. You know the old saying, he who plays with fire kindles disaster.
You got an old fable to go with that, too?
Not so old. I just made it up. It's called The Bears and the Dragon. Years and years ago, a large forest was ruled by a mighty king, Leo the 32nd.
What have we here? Oh, my loyal subjects have sent me 3 books for a birthday present.
They were How to Cook Lyonnaise Potatoes, Remember the Maine, and The Story of King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table.
The first 2 I've read, but the third one has pictures.
Thus he poured through the book night after night until...
These nights are driving me crazy. I've got to have some myself.
And a royal proclamation was issued.
Hear ye, all ye who wish to become knights, better sign up today.
By the end of the week, every animal in the kingdom had donned a suit of armor.
I dub thee, Sir.
King Leo and his knights took their places around the round table.
Whose deal is it?
But before they could break open a new pack of cards, a startling discovery was made.
We don't have any chips.
That wasn't what I meant, for one chair was conspicuously empty.
I'm in a daze. I've lost a knight.
Hear ye, one more knight is needed today.
These words fell upon the ears of 2 itinerant bears who, until now, had faced a rather grisly future.
Well, very interesting news, but I'm on my way to Yosemite.
Have a nice trip, Maxie, huh?
Well, aren't you coming with me?
No, I think I'll head up north. You know, the Grunion or Runyon.
Oh, well, take it easily.
Likewise.
Both of them were barefaced liars, for although they took a different route, they arrived at the king's castle at the...
Good night. There's only one vacancy.
So it was decided that the more courageous of the 2 would fill the spot.
Bear number 1, you slay the ogre that lives in the woods. Bear number 2, you rescue the fair maiden who was locked in the Black Tower. Whoever completes their task and returns to me first will be knighted.
And with that, both bears set off on their quests, and both bears ran into trouble.
Sorry, Buster, nobody gets into the woods today. The Elks are having a picnic.
Yeah, but I got to get into the woods, 'cause I'm supposed to slay the ogre.
But the fox wouldn't budge, so bear number 1 had to get into the woods by using strategy.
And the shovel.
There was nothing wrong with his ability to dig a tunnel, but there was with his sense of direction, for instead of coming up in the woods, he came up in the king's bathtub.
You'd better get going, or you'll never slay that ogre.
Oops. Sorry, your cleanliness.
Having failed to come up into the woods, he attempted to go down into the woods.
Geronimo!
His aim was faultless, which is more than can be said for his luck, for the wind caught the bumbershoot and... When next he appeared on the edge of the forest, he was wearing a clever disguise.
You're late, Elk. The picnic ended 2 hours ago.
Oh, you mean I can go into the woods now?
Of course, anybody can.
Look out, ogre! Here I come!
Meanwhile, at the Black Tower, bear number 2 was also having his difficulties.
What are you talking? I'm the one that needs the help. Why didn't you tell me the drawbridge was up?
Oddly enough, by nightfall, both bears returned from their missions, flushed with victory.
Bear number 2, did you rescue the fair maiden?
I certainly did, Your Grace. Ain't she cute?
Good heavens. Bear number 1, don't tell me you...
That's right, sire. I slew the ogre. Meanest one I ever saw. 5'2", eyes of blue, blonde hair.
The king would have taken drastic measures right then and there if it hadn't been for the untimely arrival of a fire-breathing dragon outside the castle wall.
Whoever slays the dragon, I shall knight immediately.
Both bears seized the opportunity and a bucket of what they thought was water.
I will put his fire out.
Oh, no, you won't. I will.
As it turned out, neither of them did, for the buckets were filled with gasoline, and one blast of the dragon's breath... That was the last that was ever seen of the 2 bears. And that's why, Junior, he who plays with fire kindles disaster.
Yeah, you could say that, Pop. But if it were me, I'd say one good burn deserves another.
Takes after his mother, that boy.